British MPs have voted overwhelmingly to ban Palestine Action, bringing it one step closer to terrorist classification. The activist group, which targets corporations they accuse of enabling Israel's military occupation of Palestine, attracted government anger after they broke into an RAF airbase and spray-painted two military aircrafts red. The group does not shy away from using disruptive tactics. After the government announced plans to proscribe it, activists occupied the rooftop of an Elbit Systems subcontractor and blocked the entrance to the arms manufacturer's headquarters in Bristol. You can see some of that footage there now. Now, if the ban passes as expected, Palestine Action will be designated a terrorist organization, making membership and support a criminal offense punishable by up to 14 years in prison. This marks the first time that a direct action group has faced proscription, placing it alongside groups like the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda under British law. Speaking to MEELive on Tuesday, Palestine Action founder Huda Amouri pledged proscription would not bring an end to their work.
If Palestine Action is proscribed as a terrorist group, is that the end of Palestine Action?
I'm probably not at liberty to say that at the moment, but what I would make really clear is whatever happens to Palestine Action is a name and is a group, but they cannot make direct action the tactic at terrorism. So direct action can most definitely continue against Elbit Systems, even if Palestine Action is banned. And I think it's really important that people understand that.
The final vote is set to take place in the House of Lords this evening.
President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill passed the Senate Tuesday morning, but it now heads back to the House for a final vote after key amendments were added, expanding immigration enforcement. The bill includes raising the U.S. debt ceiling by $5 trillion and allocates $45 billion for immigration detention, increasing the daily average of 41,500 immigrants detained to at least 100,000. Activists have gathered outside Florida's new migrant detention facility, dubbed Alligator Alcatraz, to protest the deplorable conditions. In a statement earlier this week, Kristi Noem, who heads the Department of Homeland Security, said that the facility will give the U.S. government, quote, the capability to lock up some of the worst scumbags who have entered our country.
Alongside interviews with two whistleblowers, pile evidence onto claims that American contractors are directly involved in a string of deadly aid shootings that have seen over 600 Palestinians killed and 4,200 wounded in the last month alone. In May, the controversial Israel and US-backed aid operation began, with US missionaries overseeing distributions by the privately run Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. It was immediately condemned by the UN and has seen deadly shootings almost every day. Of the 90 people in Gaza killed in Israeli attacks since dawn, 45 were attempting to reach humanitarian aid. Now stay tuned as we turn now to the explosive report presented at the United Nations today, outlining the way corporations have been complicit in Gaza.